Here I go again. You know, I gotta say, ever since I've been doing these little do-it-yourself kind of things for fun, reconnect with my inner child, these things are pretty joyous things to do. All right, continue on with the mutilation. Of course, hot water. Oop. And we let it soak. All right, after you've baked them enough, you pull them out. Yep, comes off so easy. And make sure you have something so you don't burn your hands. And when they get stuck like this, you just... There we go. So, now we have 4 bodies. And 4 really cool helmets. So that's how I got from the first one. So now I have to bring the other ones in. And we'll see if we can match this up. A little stressful. Don't want to mess that up. We'll do the best we can. You know, I watch guys like Toy Poloi cut stuff apart all the time. He makes it look so easy. You know, if they're hot, they're probably easier to cut. Let's do that again. All right, here we go again. More hot water. Oops. Back in the hot water. Back in the hot water. And once more into the hot water. And we'll come back. Okay, it's been a little bit. Let's pull out our first contestant. There we go. Now let's see if this makes it a little easier. I think it should. There we go. And yeah, not too bad. That's actually pretty good. So the reason why we're cutting the heads off is the bodies that we're attaching them to, the acid rain bodies, the bald necks are a lot smaller and then shorter actually, and it just makes the head look really odd. So I found that by cutting this off and applying it, it gives it a nice more even look, and your character doesn't look silly. Because we don't want that. They got to be cool, right? Because they're Mandalorians. Sometimes if it's crooked, you just get a little extra thing, level it off a bit. One thing that always amazes me about the other people with this kind of stuff is their precision. I mean, just years and years, I guess, of having a hobby making things. I guess it gives you a certain amount of, you know, more accuracy, more commonplace to these kind of things. Me, not so much. I'm kind of learning on the back end. I mean, I used to be horrified at the thought of just altering or cutting up one of these action figures. I mean, who wants to grow up to be Sid, right? You know, Sid from Toy Story. And my friend goes, you know, you're Sid. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to be. I like to think that I'm giving them new options, new lives, that kind of thing. But new stories, I don't know. It's just neat to take something really cool and then altering it and adding it to something that, I don't know, sometimes even cooler. But the quality of these toys, I have to tell you, these ones here, they're even 5-point, you know, 5-point articulation. The quality of the material is really, really good. Okay, so now I got the 5 neck pieces I'm going to need. So we'll just have to clean them up and then drill them out so they fit. There we go. All right, to clean this up, the edges, I got this thing. And we're just going to kind of try to make it a little bit more neater, a little more even. You can. I just don't really have that fine control like I said a lot of people do. The guy in Toy Polloi, amazing. Craftsman, incredible. Me, yeah. Anyways, these are the people that I like. These people I look up to. The ones who basically inspired me to start doing crazy stuff like this here. So I just try to muddle my way through it and try not to worry too much. And luckily nowadays these things are getting a lot more cheaper, a lot more affordable, even in today's insane economy. Just gotta hang on and yeah, I got these on sale today. These were all about $7 a piece, so versus I think they were like $12 when they came out. So you know, it all adds up. I just try to make it as even as I can. As you can see, it's clearly not that, but I have a way to cover up the imperfections. So there's this place called Marauders Gun Runners. They make all kinds of accessories for 3.75 figures, and it's just neat. Empire Toy Works turned me on to the site, and because of that, oh my goodness, I was able to get all kinds of cool stuff, and slowly but surely I'm adding them on to whatever I'm making. Okay, so that's pretty good. And the figures that we're going to apply in these two are the Acid Rain, the Omega Military Phantom Team A, Eclipse, and Mirage. So there were a bunch of these. They were on sale a couple years ago, so I managed to pick up a couple of them, and they're really cool by themselves. You can see here's one right here. It's really neat, the details and all this fluffy gear that they have on there. But I figured since they were so cheap, they were very cheap, they'd be good base models to, you know, build things on top of it. So thanks to all the different other people I've seen, you know, Empire Toy Works, Craftsman, it gave me the idea and the freedom to decide to, you know, try other things and not to worry too much about altering, you know, these figures. The good thing that really helped me was having older figures that I had that were missing parts, and I was able to just fix them and give them new lives. So I'm going to strip this guy down and a couple more, and it'll come right back. All right, as you can see, I got all the bodies finally, you know, free from their things. Trying to decide on whether I'm going to keep these belts on or not, but the way the first one came out, kind of pretty neat, so we might I might still do that. All right, so now that I have all the heads off, I get a drill bit to kind of match up with this, right? So the drill bit size that I'm going to use is 3/16. So we put that on a handy dandy drill right here, and then we're going to drill them out. Okay, like that. All right, we'll be back. I won't bore you with that. All right, so we got all the pieces here, and we got them all drilled out. So we're just gonna apply them on top how we see fit. Yep, one. Next one here, two. Try to figure out what makes the most sense for how you put it, you know? Kind of eyeball it. Now, even though you can see, you know, different things, but it's not perfect, yeah? Okay, we can trim and paint and whatever we need to do. Okay, so now everything fits on top. We're going to apply some glue. This is supposed to be really good stuff. I haven't worked with this before, but hopefully this works. So it's supposed to be apply this on, hold it on for 10 seconds, and should be good. And oops, there's been some splitting here, and it looks like it's going to hold together pretty good. So we'll just let the thing sit. So there's this place in Kailua on the island of Oahu called Weller's Hobby Shop, and that's where I got this glue from. I have a bunch of old Canada Millennium Falcon parts. I'm thinking about putting something together, cutting it in pieces and assembling something new, and I asked the guy there what would be the best thing to apply glue to. Should I just go with regular things like Crazy Glue or Gorilla Glue? And he recommended this, so I've used it here and there. It seems pretty good. Now if you guys can see that, I'm sure if you guys are on the mainland US, there's a lot more options for hobby shops, but if you're in Hawaii, Weller's Hobbycraft in Kailua. Been going there for a while, off and on. All right, now been more than 10 seconds. We check this guy. Seems okay. Everything seems good. Now, just for contrast, I'm going to try the other two with regular Crazy Glue. All right, so got an old T-shirt. Started cutting it up, making things, you know, like this, so I can make stuff like this. So you just basically cut little things on top, put the holes, take it, apply it to the character like this, flip it around, and look at that, huh? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, works out. So I made a couple of these capes. We're gonna try them out on everybody, a couple of them, see how they go. But in the meantime, I brought two things out here for reference, and we're gonna mess around with them. See what we got here. I put the capes on the side. So we're not sure if we're gonna go yellow or gold to substitute for this right here. I'm thinking we'll do one with gold, just to see. And there was a gold pen, yes, the gold pen right here. So take it, make sure it's nice, and haven't used this one before, so another chance to bust it out. It's the part where they speed it up. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Could be an interesting application. So we'll just kind of match some of this stuff up here. Not too bad. we'll just go ahead and, not sure if I like it, but the hand out of the way. So we'll just do the front. We'll just do it to this line right here. Kind of matched out of Mando. Yeah. This one, yeah, I did the same thing. We're just gonna follow to the edge. So as the thing gets caked on, it starts to leave streaks. You just go back and touch it up. So I'm not sure if I'm liking the gold, but yeah, maybe. Good thing about it is you can always just paint it over. So go ahead and hit the shoulder. Make sure you don't touch the paint while it's wet. So because the Mando has a horizontal blue stripe, if you can see that right there, I'm going to use this line here, that'll be the blue. But I'm thinking, I'm not a big fan of the gold. So maybe we'll do one with the gold and one with yellow just to see what's up. The thing about these pens is if you're not that good at painting, you need a little bit more control, but the finer details, might want to hit up with a pen. Alright, so we'll let this bad boy chill out. Yellow. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, you can see things are pretty much in different stages right now. So we're gonna let these guys dry, and then we're gonna apply some more paint to them. But things are coming along pretty good so far. Some touch-ups, add some more things to them. close friends. But yeah, go ahead and make something. Have a good time at it. Don't be afraid to go outside. Play with your toys. Aloha.